Good morning, this is Dottie, and this is our collective tarot reading for the week of March 21st. We are going to start by taking a look at a theme for our week using the legendary Ladies Goddess deck by Anne Shen. So let's see what our theme of the week is. We have Oya, expression. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities this week for sharing yourself, whether that's creatively, whether that's through honest expression. I mean, expression isn't just speaking. Expression, we talk all the time through our body, through our movements. And so here there is this big energy, especially being called to this red and the yellow, our root chakra, expression as it pertains to our safety, to our stability, to our survival. And then with the yellow, that's our confidence, that's our power, that's taking back our power. So with that theme of expression, let's see what is coming forward for those people aligned with equity, equality, empathy, and bringing magic back to the world. Really, like my brain was like, empower back to the people. So that's really prominent here. So we have Knight of Swords. So we do have that head space, throat, expression, thinking energy here. Knight of Swords can be very quick moving and can be a little bit kind of rash and impulsive. With that Hanged Man energy, though, we are being asked not to do anything super impulsive this week, to give yourself a moment to really stop and think and to be very intentional about what it is you are expressing. So if you've been feeling like, you know what, I need to say it, I need to do it. I want to see what's underneath this. We have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they're saying this isn't the time. This is the time to actually really get focused back on building your power, building your confidence within, and not needing your power to come from how you communicate with others or how you work with others. Your power doesn't come from you being above someone else or in control of something. Your power comes from within. It comes from the belly. That's actually something really important for those of you in TPC. I was working with one of the dragon energies that we had in the wellspring, and I was seeing that they were unable to roar, and we didn't heal the throat. We helped and healed the solar plexus, because that power of your voice, it doesn't come from the throat. It comes from the belly. It comes from the center. It comes from within. And so there is this energy this week of like, this isn't I get my power back by saying everything that I think or feel. This is I get my power back because I allow myself to move and express in a way that feels powerful for me, that starts from within me, that doesn't need anybody else's permission, anybody else's reaction, anybody else at all. So there is this energy, a little bit of possibly needing to pull yourself back if there's any interdependency or codependency taking place as well. All right, let's see what else is coming up here. We have Three of Wands with the underlying energy of Knight of Cups. So it is a week for us to kind of think about the opportunities that we want to come to us and what opportunities we want to not only take, but want to give. With two Knights energies here, there is an energy of exploration. Okay, I know I've said this before, so if you listen to these weekly, you're going to have heard this before, but our pages are more of that, like, I'm thinking about it. Our Knights are, I'm exploring it, I'm taking it in, I'm actually looking at it. The Queen is, I'm embodying it. The King is, I've become an expert at it. So with two Knights energies here, it's saying like, how can we explore more? How can we figure out what it is we want to move towards, what it is that brings us joy, that brings us that feeling of power, that feeling of I'm not just surviving, I am thriving. Opportunities might come to you this week. You might be asked to be a part of something. Woo-hoo-hoo. I saw what card it was, but I'm going to show you. The Devil. Okay? If the question is, does it water your soul? If you are given an opportunity this week, there are two things, right? Does this feel like it would water my soul? And if I had to do it today, what I want to do it. Because that's the thing, right? These opportunities come up and it might be a week from now or 2 weeks from now or 2 months from now. And we're like, yeah, well, maybe by then I'd feel excited about it. No, if you're not excited about it today, don't do it, okay? Understand this desire for immediate gratification. That's where this expression energy is coming to, right? Like, I need to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to just say how I feel. That's that. And I need this immediate release. I need this immediate power. I need this immediately. When we feel that, that's usually a place where we're not very receptive. Okay? In the many, many years that I've read for other people, when I have had people reach out to me in the past and are like, no, I need a reading today, I recognize that they are not going to be receptive to what comes forward because they are looking, they feel like they're in a crisis. They need something immediately. Are they going to be willing to hear everything that comes through, especially if it's not what they want to hear? And so this energy here is like, don't do anything because it will make you feel better right this second. Do not continue to tie yourself into habits, into patterns, into situations, into energies, into relationships, into commitments and contracts, because it might give you some sort of gratification, because it feels good to be wanted, because it feels good to be needed, because it might give you a semblance of control or power. We're being asked to shed that. And I'm being drawn to here like this snake skin. It's time to shed that. Recognize as counterintuitive as this seems, because I am somebody who also, listen, I'll air my dirty laundry, okay? When things start to get tough, I don't want to do it anymore. Okay, I've had a life where I've dealt with my fair share of trauma. We all have. And so I'm like, why would I choose? Why would I choose hard? Why would I continue to choose hard things? When the reality is, there is great pleasure, greater pleasure in the slow gratification, in the process. It isn't the arrival. It's not destination syndrome. Once I have this, I'll feel. It truly is, and it sounds cliche, but it really is that the joy is in the journey. It's in the process. Not what would make me feel good right this second, but what would feel good to put my energy into, to put my dedication towards, to put my focus into, to be fully present in this energy. What would feel good? Last card. The Lovers. Exactly. Choose what feels opening, receptive, growth-inducing. Yeah, we don't learn by always being in comfort. Do you know when we get in the flow, it's not something that is necessarily easy to us. It has to be a little bit challenging to us. We put our focus into us and it's a little bit challenging, so it keeps our focus. And that's when we get in that flow. That's when we get in those states where time just melts away and we look up and it's been 2 hours. There has to be something a little bit out of our realm of ease, a little bit out of our realm of comfort. We are meant to choose what will water us, what will help us grow, what will help us expand. Not today, not just for tomorrow, but for the long term. And if you don't know what that is, this week will help bring clarity. Now, that doesn't mean that somebody's going to knock on your door and say, hi, here's your soul's calling. This is what you're supposed to be doing. You're meant to explore. You're meant to feel it out in the dark. You aren't going to see it. You are going to feel it. And when you do, 10 of Pentacles, bliss, satisfaction. I'll just leave those there. Have a good week.